Hi, first graders. I am so excited to be here and do some math with you today. We're going to do some story problems, which are my favorite thing to do in math. Let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, before we start, you need to gather up some items. So first you need something you can count and try to find 20 of them. You could use pennies or pasta, maybe blocks or cereal, anything that you can count. You also need a piece of paper or maybe two, a pencil, and some crayons if you have them. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to gather up your materials. Okay, hopefully that was enough time for you to gather your materials. We're going to get started with a number talk, which is something that I love to do. So when I change the screen, some dots are going to pop up and they're going to just be there for a few seconds. And your job is to use your brain and your eyes to figure out how many dots are there. When you have a solution, you're going to put a thumbs up right here. You're not going to shout out your answer. You can think again and see if you can get a second solution or a third. Okay? And be ready to share how you got your answer. I'm going to put the dots up 2 times. Okay? Ready? Okay, give a thumbs up if you have an answer. Think, how did I see those dots? One more time. Okay. Whoops. Get out of there so we can talk. Okay. I'm going to share some ways that some of you might have seen the dots, okay? I bet some of you might have counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you counted and got 9 dots, good job. Let's see if there's another way that we could see these dots. Let's see, I have to clear this. Another way that you might have seen the dots is in some groups. Maybe you saw 4 on top, then 3, then 2. And you might have thought, 4 and 3 is 7. And 2 more. It's hard to write on here. Is 9. Oh, that's a good strategy. That's more efficient than counting. Efficient means quick. Okay, another way, maybe you saw groups, the same groups, but maybe this time you thought, 2 and 3 is 5. And then you thought, 5 and 4 is 9. That's a great efficient strategy too. Let's look at another one. I wonder if anyone saw the dots like this. 3, and 3 and 3. Maybe you remembered your doubles fact. 3 and 3 is 6. And then you thought 6. Oh, 6 and 3 more is 9. I bet that some of us thought of even more ways to solve this. And if you did, that's awesome. You can share with someone in your house and tell them how you saw the dots. Okay, I'm gonna clear. Oh, okay. I'm gonna clear this and I'm gonna go back. Okay. Lots of sense. Okay. So here's our objective for today. It says, I can solve story problems in multiple ways using words, pictures, and numbers. So we're going to do a story problem that only has one number, and these are my favorite type of story problems because you can solve them in so many ways. Our story problem is going to have red birds and blue birds. And these birds are all going to be sitting in a tree together. I'm going to read the story problem to you without any numbers first, which is kind of fun. I opened my window and saw a lot of birds sitting in a tree. There were blue birds and there were red birds. Let's think now about what we notice about this problem and what we wonder. Whoops. Maybe some of you noticed that there are birds in the problem. Maybe some of you noticed that there were blue birds and red birds. And maybe some of you noticed that they're all in a tree. Close your eyes and see if you can imagine. Now, what do you wonder? What are you curious about? Think for a minute. What do you wonder about this problem? Maybe you wonder, how many birds are there? Are there 5 or 10 or 50 birds? Maybe you're wondering how many were blue and how many were red. That's a lot of wondering. Those are good things to wonder about. If you wondered about something else, that's good too. Now I'm going to show you this problem with a number. It's going to change just a little. I opened my window and I saw 12 birds sitting in a tree. There were blue birds and there were red birds. So now we know how many birds there are all together. There are 12. But maybe this doesn't tell us how many were blue and how many were red. What should we do? Here's our question that we have to answer. How many of the birds were blue? How many of the birds were red? So now with your math tools, your things to count, your paper and your pencil and your crayons, if you have them, you get to try and solve this story problem. And something really cool about this problem is that you can solve it in many, many ways. There are different answers. So if you do it really fast and solve it one way, I want you to try and solve it another way. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to start solving. Here's my timer. No. 1 minute left. Ten seconds. There it is. Okay, I bet that you found a great solution, and maybe you found more than one, and that is fantastic. I'm going to share some solutions with you that you might have found, and we can talk about what we might notice. Okay, I want to show you this first solution. Okay, this friend found that there were 6 bluebirds and 6 redbirds. Did any of you find that? I bet this friend was thinking about their doubles facts. That's 6 and 6 is 12. Should we count them just to make sure? Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's one solution. Maybe there were 6 bluebirds in the tree and 6 red birds. Whoops. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's clear this out. Let's see another solution. Oh, it looks like this friend found 2 solutions. Here, I see that they found 4 red birds and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bluebirds. So we can count 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 and 8 is 12. Then down here, look what they noticed. This friend now has 3 red birds and 9 bluebirds. So let's see, 3 and 9. So they knew 3 and 9 is 12. I want you to notice how in this number, the red birds went down. They got rid of this red bird, just one of them. See how it's 1 fewer? 3 is 1 less than 4. But this number 8 got bigger by 1. They added another blue bird. So 9 is 1 more than 8. I wonder if that always works. If you take one away, you have to give the other to the other group. I wonder if this friend could keep going with that pattern. I want to show you one more solution. Oh my, this friend found 4 solutions. This is a lot of dots on the screen. It might be hard to look at. Let's look at this one first. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red birds, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue birds. So we can know 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 and 7 is 12. Then look, just like we talked about before, they got 1 more red and 1 fewer blue. Look how this one here changed colors, didn't it? So now there are 6 and 6. They must have known that 6 and 6 is 12 too. Then look, this blue one changes again. There's 1 more red for 7 and 1 fewer blue. Now there's 5 blues. 7 and 5 equals 12. Okay, can I move this? Okay. And here's 1 more. Here we go. This blue one switched on us again. And they saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 reds. And 4 blues. Oh no, I wrote the wrong number. Whoops. That's okay. Mistakes are good to make. They help our brains grow. I can't open the drawing now. Still stuck on the eraser. Oh dear. Let's try again. Okay, fixed it. So we know 8 and 4 is 12. I wonder if you notice something about these numbers and how they're changing. It looks like what we talked about before. When one gets bigger, the other one gets smaller. Interesting. And it also looks like stair steps, doesn't it? That's what it reminds me of, going up the stairs. Okay, clear all of that out. And okay, now I have a challenge for you. Oh no, I have a challenge for you. I wonder if you can find all the solutions to that story problem about the blue and red birds. We just found a lot, and I bet if you use something like this, if you draw like this, You'll be very efficient when you find your solutions. I have another story problem for you. If you find all of those challenge ones, okay? Are you ready? It's about desserts. I love desserts. Marta made some cupcakes. She made some chocolate cupcakes. She also made vanilla cupcakes. What are you wondering? I bet you're wondering, how many cupcakes did Marta make? Well, I'll tell you the secret. Marta made 13 cupcakes all together. I bet you can guess what your questions will be. How many chocolate cupcakes did Marta make? And how many vanilla cupcakes did Marta make? So now you get to go off on your own and try and solve this story problem as many ways as you can. Okay, I bet you're going to do a great job. I will see you next time. Bye.